Your thoughts on Rihanna's pregnant halftime show?
I mean, okay. For all the young guys out there that don't know any better, let me educate you on something. When you are a guy, you never ask or say, is that woman pregnant? You never, ever, ever do that.
You Texas gentleman, you.
In the middle of that halftime show, I turned to my wife and I asked, is Rihanna pregnant?
Yep.
Because we couldn't tell if it was
like the beginning, everybody was like, what is going on?
Well, we couldn't tell if it was like a parachute or something. She was going to like pop up or something like that. And then I just asked her and she's...
I thought Lil Wayne was going to come popping out of the...
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the fact of the matter is that this is the first Super Bowl I can remember. You didn't have a guest.
Yeah, that's the thing. And she did multiple songs. Like she had a Jay-Z one.
Yes.
And then there was another one with Drake. And then another, like, bring somebody out, at least one person.
And Jay-Z was there. Drake was there. You were just like, okay, come on.
I get it. It was her first performance. I'm not dogging her because I actually like Rihanna. I think she's entertaining. I think she can sing. Once I realized she was pregnant, because in the beginning, I was kind of like, she seems like she doesn't give a shit. Like she's just kind of out there, but I'm not judging a woman for doing a performance like that pregnant.
No.
Like, I know how the pregnant people that I've known in my life, how hard a regular day is, let alone being on a stage like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure when they found out it was too late to turn back.
Yes.
So what she did, she at least tried to be entertaining. Like they could have used a little more flair. In terms of if I just had to rate the performance, I would rate it as, it was what it was. It was just, she came out, didn't really do anything. It wasn't great, but how great could it have been? Like visually, it was great, but if you're looking for like a all-out performance with a ton of energy, you weren't going to get that.
Yeah, I'll say this, because I did lean over and Sarah was like, "I don't think she is." She looked it up, didn't see anything, and then the first tweet popped up said, "Rihanna's pregnant." She's like, "Oh yeah, she's pregnant." I'm like, "Okay, thank you. I don't feel bad about saying that now." But then the biggest thing was compare that to last year's halftime show.
I love last year's halftime show.
Last year's halftime show set the bar of where
the production, the stage, everything, the cameos, people popping out.
This one did not make the mark.
It didn't, but
it reminds me of The Who.
Yeah.
From a few years back, and at least they brought out somebody, but Rihanna didn't. I understand why.
It was visually fun to look at, the way they brought her down and they did all that. That was cool, how they did it with the dancers and everything. You could tell they were trying to take the focus off of the pregnancy and having her at least still be able to move around a little bit. I think halftime shows get a little over criticized, like for what they are. I'm like, it's just a 20-minute show. They get out
30
there.
30 minutes in the Super Bowl, get it right.
Huh?
30 minutes in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they said more people watched the Rihanna show than the Super Bowl. Like they said it was like 117. I believe that because I heard a lot of people talking Rihanna, which I get. She hasn't performed in 7 years?
It's been a minute since her last album came out.
Yeah, and for what she had to deal with, I thought she did fine. It was great. It was what